Okay, so Matt from the future here. I managed to record the whole video without mentioning one key product, which we've tried, and we haven't found it to be so beneficial in any respect. Which isn't to say it isn't beneficial, but it's worth mentioning as far as we're concerned, the bad with the good. And this product that I don't recommend is known as Shilajit. Now, it comes in various forms. It is, just to give you the definition from, you can Google it yourself, of course. It's a natural substance found in the mountains, rich in minerals. I think it's Himalayas. Found in the mountains, rich in minerals and fulvic acid. It works by boosting energy levels, improving nutrient absorption, and enhancing the body's detoxification processes. That's what proponents of this material say it does. Now, there's no scientific evidence to prove this as yet. It deserves further investigation now. If you know of evidence that already shows this, do let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. However, nothing known as yet, according to my brief searches. And I did try and justify things when I try them and see how they feel. We tried including it in our supplement regime for a couple of weeks with no obvious benefits that I could determine. And when what it did blend well, let me show you. It comes in pill and liquid form. Liquid, for want of a better term. Here's the liquid form. There you go. It's Black Hawk brand if you want some of it yourself to try. Other brands exist, obviously. You might do better than we did on the price. We got it on Amazon, so I'm not saying we got necessarily the best price even. But this one offers 60,000 milligrams worth of Shilajit in the bottle, or relatively speaking, to be a 1 ml pipette full, if you can manage to suck it up, of 1,000 milligrams per serving. Now, this is where you might want to go for a pill form because it's hard to remove from the bottle. If you receive chemistry lessons like I did, I used to have chemistry, biology, physics. Chemistry lessons tended to focus on the extraction of all those hydrocarbons that we value so much in modern society. How we extract those from the raw crude oil, from the thicker oils right up to the gases, the butanes and so on. So it looks for all the world like crude oil. There it is. That is just like a bottle of crude oil, and it smells that way as well. It smells proper oily and nasty, or like crude oil that's been dropped in an old school desk, an old wooden school desk full of pencil shavings and tears and old books, and it's quite disagreeable. It really is, and that's what you get. So and it doesn't get better with time, and you end up really struggling to get the pipette, which doesn't really want to suck up this oily compound from the bottle, and it just you squirt some into your drink, and you can taste it there. It's proper tarry. Now, some people who like eating tar off lampposts or off the floor, fine if you like that, but not me, and it's quite minging. I don't like it at all. And I didn't find it to be beneficial. Now, like I say, they think it does so many things. They think it really does, but I disagree. I would love to see what evidence there is. There's a lot of people with a lot of folklore and herbal medicine has some element of guesswork in there, and I think this is part of the guesswork. It comes from the materials that drop on the mountain, literally. So it's minerals from the mountains that they take it from. It's runoff. It's animal and mineral and runoff. And you know what you find on mountains? Climbers who are far too motivated. It's the runoff from climbers who are far too motivated, who sadly are still in the mountains and never came home. That's what it feels like. Along with a good measure of bird droppings and bits of this and that. No, you might as well be eating soil, as far as I'm concerned. If it just gives you a good exposure to a lot of different things you wouldn't normally eat, maybe that helps you by hardening you up, toughening you up. But that's, I think, the only benefit of it. Again, if I'm wrong, tell me. Let me know in the comments. But yes, sorry. So that on with the video anyway. Greetings, thank you for joining me today. It's 1st of January 2025 as I record this, so I thought I'd do a New Year's resolution type video. Now, You might have seen my previous well-performing videos. One was on male tonics, the things like Jacamo and the Coco Sambas of the world. If you're interested in those sort of products, by all means check out the link in the description to the previous video. There are more products coming to the market, to the UK market, that I've seen, which are going to be worth a mention at a later point. I shall no doubt circle back to them. Things like the similar bottle, isn't it? The Manisa of this world, which is bitter. That's all I can tell you about it. It's awfully bitter. Not sure what it's got in it, but I'll circle back to that one. And this one, which only saw one bottle, so I grabbed it while I saw it. £2.99 at my local stockist, with a blurry. They blurred out his face on the label, but I'm not sure why that is. Maybe that's a local rule in the production capital, wherever that is. This one, with a name I can't properly pronounce. I won't try it. I'm not going to butcher it for you. For weak erections and premature ejaculation, apparently. It does say that it's not been evaluated by NAVDAC, apparently. But it does say to store in a cool place, which is why it goes in the fridge. Never to be touched, probably, because it's scary. But it has products in it which I don't recognise, which is why I'm going to come back to it later. Vicus Caricia at 1%, honey at 3%, which isn't that much honey if you really think about it in a bottle even this size. Water, of course, and Deuterium senegalese. And I think that last one is the active ingredient for this, but like I say, I'll circle back. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear more, and I shall try and find out more. Also, let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions for these sort of products that you'd like me to give a once-over for. I shall tell you what I think and see what I can find out for you. I'm always open to suggestions. Do love to hear from them. Now, what's worked for me in the past year? Well, it's worth continuing to be healthier in 2025. Well, eating well, eating healthy food with natural ingredients, less processed food always works well. Taking lots of water, that always works well. You can never function well if you're not hydrated, let's put it like that. We have, my wife and I have enjoyed the benefits of Lion's Mane. It's good for focus, especially if you've got a job which requires you to be focused. Most of them do, don't they? Call centre work, you've got to stay awake. And Lion's Mane, like this. Haven't tried this one yet. It's still in the packet, still sealed in cellophane. We've tried others, but our Amazon stockist stopped selling the one we were using. It's a little squirty bottle. Squirt some in your drink in the morning, and it helps you focus quite well. This one has a relatively low amount of active products, Lion's Mane mushroom, in it. It's 20:1 dual extract with 30% polysaccharides, bioactive. So by that I mean it's something the body can use potentially. In this 2 fluid ounces bottle, it's got a fair number of doses. It suggests 1 dose is 1 ml. And in 1 ml you might get 800 milligrams worth of Lion's Mane. Yeah, haven't tried it yet. I shall let you know how that one goes when I get through to that bottle. But what I found is more beneficial is this, which is from Boots. Yeah, it's really rather good. Grass & Co.'s Focus Lion's Mane Mushroom Powder. It tastes mushroomy, as you might imagine. It's not particularly pleasant to taste, but it does mix well with a variety of drinks. I would suggest a cooler drink is probably better, because you don't want to destroy the active ingredients with very hot drinks. But yeah, works well. There are other products out there, usually chocolate drinks of some description. I don't enjoy hot chocolate, by the way. I prefer something that definitely tastes like coffee, or just mix it in with juice. This is why this one was good to me. It was less about the hot chocolate, more about the just mushroom. And so you get with this Lion's Mane, ginseng, omega-3 and vitamin D and B12, which is cracking good as far as I'm concerned. And for me, this has been the product which seems to rein in my trembles. For those who are regular viewers, you'll be aware that I do have a tremble which kicks in from time to time. And if you look back at one of my earlier videos, the one where I look at the vape with the removable battery, that's where my tremble's kicking off quite well. and some do comment on it. Yes, it's notable. It's not the only time, but you can see it there. That powder seems to have reduced that for me. I've cut down on my caffeine, which probably didn't help, but I've also made sure I get a regular dose of this every day, and it seems to reduce the trembles to the point where I can approach drawing and tattooing and sewing if I want to, and fine soldering work. You name it, fine work is available to me again. So that's wonderful, and I hope to continue that in the new year. For a New Year's resolution, I just want to cycle more. So I used to cycle to and from work every day, Wolverhampton to Birmingham and back. Yes, it's 18 odd miles, but it's doable. And when you cycle like that, you can eat more food, more healthy food, but you can eat more, which is always good as far as I'm concerned. I do like eating more. I don't like restricting my diet to just keep the belly at bay. It's not fun. I like eating more, Cook well, eat more. In addition, also worth a mention because they are good, vitamins. Now, not all vitamins are bioavailable to you. They are a scam. Some of them, they are just filler and dreams. You might as well send someone thoughts and prayers when it comes to this sort of product. Others do have active ingredients. Now, Vitabiotics, they haven't paid me for this review. I spend my own money on this, and I continue to do so because I like them. Vitabiotics, such as the vitamin D there, really good. One pill a day, one tiny pill a day, helps make up for the fact that I spend an awful lot of time indoors rather than outdoors, foraging in the trees like we're designed to, We're not designed to be indoor creatures, really. We're just not. We're designed to get out there and get a bit of the sun. Yeah, I know the sun doesn't always shine so brightly as it does in other countries here in the UK, but we get a lot of sun. Bless you. Beavis is there sneezing there. Alright, so I also like to go for, because it's my age, the over 50s vitamins. They do other versions of this for people of different ages, and the over 70s I think as well, but yeah, for the over 50s, 30 nutrients, and this again is beneficial. Larger pill. I pick them up at Boots. That's where I get the best bargains. They tend to do a 2 for 3, or is it, no, sorry, 3 for 2. But yeah, well worth it. It keeps me focused. That Lion's Mane powder keeps me focused well through the morning. One drink in the morning and I'm off, and I'm good until lunchtime. And maybe my productivity falls slightly in the afternoon, but by which time I've fully fed anyway. Whereas in the morning, before your breakfast, you might not have the ability to take on too much. So quick drink with some Lion's Mane powder in it, that's all I need to start me off and really get me working. Yeah. So I thought I'd mention that. Yeah, so like I say, Happy New Year. Whatever you do, have a great day. See you soon. Bye for now.